Can any of you help me? Listen, you don't know me. I'm Lata. I promise I won't take up much of your time. Just listen to me. Last year, my cousins Ariba and Harata were murdered in the house of Salim. He's our landlord. Nobody will do anything about it. My family have tried to get justice, but they will not listen to us. We even took their bodies to the police station, and they will not help. They refuse. They can't tell us who did it. But I know it was Salim, or at least he knows who did it. I'm sure of it. I just need to get justice. But I've so little time. I start work at 6 o'clock every morning picking cotton, and I do not finish until 11 o'clock that night. And when I'm finished picking the cotton, I have to work in the house. And when I'm finished that, I have to put up with Salim, using me. But look, that's not important right now. Listen. Listen to me. I want justice for my cousins. I need someone to do something. We have tried to tell the police, but they will not listen to us. We are nobody here. I do not have a voice because I am a laborer. I am a lower caste Hindu, and I'm a woman. I do not have the rights of the women here today. I do not have a voice. My life is not my own. Look, I have to get back now. Sorry. Just listen to what
He is Ser. He is from Sierra Leone. He has no paid work anymore. Now that he is older, he struggles to find work as a labourer, the work he's done all his life. He is seen as lazy by a lot of the people in his community.
Yet he helps sick people in the community with herbal medicine.
He is poor and he is old, so he doesn't have a voice. One day, the community received aid. They got a power tiller for farming the land. The power tiller was meant to be shared among everyone in the community. They all walked for miles to receive it. The leaders in the community spoke to them.
We will all have equal turns using this power tiller. Small amounts of land will be given to everyone who doesn't have land of their own.
Tears start to stream down Ser's face as change is finally happening. Shared land will be given equally. He will finally be seen as an equal in the community.
He will no longer be poor, so maybe he will finally have a voice.
But the promises fade into the wind. Ser sees the power tiller every day, but he has never used it. He can never use it. He is not permitted to use it. And when he went to the men of power about this injustice, one man said,
Ser, you are a poor man. You don't have a job. You are not educated. How do you think you can use a power tiller?
And before Ser could reply, he put it simply.
Ser, when you make money, you may have a voice in this community.
He shuts the door in Ser's face. What can Ser do?
Nothing.
He is poor, so he doesn't have a voice. An uncomfortable seat, a messy table, and a man looking me dead in the eyes trying to figure out if I'm suitable. I'm too familiar with this heart-in-the-mouth feeling when it comes to these job interviews or group assessments. You see, in Haiti, before you go and work, you have to do a job interview, and they make you go to a construction site and they watch you while you work and decide if you're right. Before you do the day's work, you have to meet in a room like this for an interview. I'm sick of it, you know? 3 years ago, we were promised work on the building and roads by President Martelli, and that's yet to be seen. This interview was my 9th of the week, and it was only Thursday. If I had a penny for every time I was at a job interview, I wouldn't be looking for a job. I've got some experience from the devastation of the earthquake, but that won't make any difference at all. I already know that this job will be given to some big contractor from abroad. The jobs are always given to them. They are always given to the people who don't need them half as much as we do. Did you know that 70% of Haitians are without work? 70%. It's not just about the money, though. The government sees me as lazy because I'm unemployed. I'm seen as lazy, but I'm not. In fact, I want to work. But I can't challenge them. I'm afraid of what they'll do to me for speaking out. This has happened before. I don't want to speak about it here, but I know of a man who... I'll say no more. And okay, I admit I don't need this job as much as the people who have families. I've always wanted a family, but how could I? The cost of living is way too high now to raise kids. How could I raise a child in a world where our government is corrupt? Our lives are endangered for speaking out, and our futures is just so uncertain. It's not as if there isn't work here. Haiti provides work, but not for Haitians.
This is Modesta. Modesta lives with her 6 children in Malawi.
Modesta's life was like many in Malawi, until her husband died from tuberculosis 2 years ago.
There is a water pump in Modesta's town, but it is broken. Every day she walks 6 kilometers and she drags her 6 daughters with her just to get some clean water. She does this because she's a woman.
She has a small piece of land that she farms, but with erratic rain, she has little produce.
Her soil is no longer fertile. The government were supposed to give her 2 bags of fertilizer, but instead she only got 1, which is to be shared between 3 families. Men need it more, and she's a woman.
When Modesta's crops fail, she will have no money for her or her children. She has no husband, no voice, and she is a woman.
She wants to start her own business, maybe a local stall at the market, but she can't get a loan because she's a woman.
There is some work available in her village, but it is labor intensive, and she is never hired because she is a woman.
When she goes to her local leaders about her problems, or with any suggestions, she's not heard. She's ignored because she is a woman.
Modesta has been told on numerous occasions that she isn't qualified to make a decision because she's a woman.
Life is very difficult for Modesta. To provide for her children, she will have to turn to prostitution. She doesn't want to, but she feels it's the only option she has. Because she is a woman.
Sometimes, when I feel down about my life here, I think to myself, stop. You've got nothing to worry about. You're lucky. Your wife is expecting a baby, and you even have a job on your family's land. It's very small, about an acre, but at least I have something. You know, the oranges that we grow here are the best oranges this side of India. Well, that's at least what my mother says. Me and my wife live with her and my 2 brothers. Our home is really small, and I sometimes wonder how there's going to be enough room with a baby on the way. To be honest, I believe that it's not going to be the best place to raise a child. We're trying to get a house off of the government, but so far we haven't been that successful. So we can only wait. I'm sure we'll get one someday. But I lost my train of thought, I'm sorry. Where was I? Oh yes, my mother. As I said, she loves the oranges that we grow here. And you know, it's true, sometimes we get a lot of rain and sometimes it messes up the soil. And a lot of the time we might go hungry. It's not the best land, but at least we've something to farm, you know? Pity the poor people who don't even have a home. Never mind land. Most of the time these days we don't get enough rain and the orange trees die. That's the way it goes. Nothing we can do about it, so there's no point complaining. You know, that's life, and we live on through the tough times. I'm an optimistic person, you know, I think that's important. Life here is actually pretty good because I feel really blessed because I've got so many different things going for me. But we can't all expect to get what we want. Our tribe is poor and has always been poor. That's what we're used to. We know our place. I was not born into the ruling class. But then again, not a lot of people were. Not many people get to participate in the local government meetings, for example. I believe they decide who gets new houses and who gets jobs. It's really difficult to be noticed at these meetings. The important people speak most of the time. But they're really nice people, you know. I really regret not voting for them. Perhaps that's why they don't do anything for us. Of course, I can't read or write. These are important skills if you want to be heard. It annoys me sometimes. I have to say it does. Things would be different if I wasn't poor. I would have money to bribe them with. They're right, though. I'm useless. I want to give my child a better life, but I don't know how. And sometimes I think that this place is not a good place to raise a child in at all. But look, I'm not complaining, really. Don't think I'm not grateful for what I have. I am. I really am. I'm really happy with where I am in my life. We have to go. We've kept these people long enough. Come on. Thank you.
Thanks.